Hello and welcome to the Print Polygraph with our political editor DK Singh. This is our weekly show where we discuss a hot political topic of the time, and our editor will take your questions on the same. Today we are talking about Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. Now the Bharat Jodo Yatra of the Congress Party is in its last lap. It is going to end on the 30th of January, and for that concluding function, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge had sent invites to 23 party heads. Now, the JDU of Mr. Nitish Kumar was one such party, and recently the JDU president Lallan Singh has written back to Mr. Kharge saying that he will be unable to attend the yatra due to prior commitments, but at the same time has said that the experience that the Congress has gathered throughout this yatra is going to help in the formulation of a joint opposition strategy in the run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha election. Now, this response is interesting because in the context of the role that Nitish Kumar is going to play in Bihar politics and also in national politics in the run-up to 2024. Now, DK, first question that I'll take to you, which is what we are discussing, is what is Nitish Kumar up to? So we have him saying that Tejasvi Yadav of the RJD is going to be the face for the next Bihar elections. But do you think there's still some kind of question of him being playing a role of a national unifier or a national role in 2024?
So in a nutshell, I can say Nitish Kumar is being Nitish Kumar. Look at what Lallan Singh has written to the Congress. He has said that on that day he has to go to Nagaland to launch the party's campaign. Now JDU in Nagaland, they have just one MLA. And the Northeast JDU does get some MLAs, but it's mostly by, getting people from other parties, from regional parties who don't get tickets, they come to the JDU. So JDU is not a big player in Nagaland for which you do not want to go and join the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So that excuse is very clear that I don't want to go, or we don't want to go. Second point that his letter makes is Congress has to work for the opposition unity. Now it's like nudging Rahul Gandhi. That, it's not that you have BJP, you have Congress, and we should be we should be rallying around you. It's like you also have to work with other opposition parties. Now look at the background. So last week only you had K. Chandrasekhar Rao of the Bharat Rashtra Samiti holding that big rally in Khammam, where you saw all these leaders, Akhilesh Yadav, you had both half chief ministers, Bhagwant Mann and Arvind Kejriwal. Then you had Pinarayi Vijayan, no Nitish Kumar. And Nitish Kumar was taunted about his absence from there. And Nitish Kumar then clarified that, he was not invited. So signal to him was also very clear. Now we know what KC was trying to do. He has been trying to kind of forge a non-Congress, non-BJP federal front. Now if you're in an alliance with the Congress, you're not invited. Signal was very clear. And then you see this message from Lallan Singh to the Congress. So it's very clear Nitish Kumar is being Nitish Kumar. He's keeping all his options open. So while he would like to go ahead to be friendly with the Congress, he won't really like to burn his bridges with other opposition parties, other regional parties, because you never know how things develop in future.
So, as I said, this is also a time, time when there's a lot of political changes happening in the Bihar space. So we had, of course, Nitish Kumar breaking away from the BJP, joining hands with the RJD again. Now they're in power. Then him announcing that Tejasvi Yadav is going to be the face of the alliance in the next Bihar elections. And now we have this whole thing about senior JDU leader Upendra Kushwaha. Will he, won't he, is something that's going on. Is he on his way out of the party? And, just to explain the context to our viewers, could you explain to us why Upendra Kushwaha is such a key player, due to his relationship with Nitish Kumar?
See, 3 times Upendra Kushwaha has quit the party and has come back to the JDU. So he's known to be that fickle in terms of his political loyalty, alliances. He has been moving out. He had gone with the BJP. He became a minister at the center, Minister of State at the center. Again, quit that alliance, went back to the JDU. Now he had all that. And Upendra Kushwaha, you started hearing things from Upendra Kushwaha about not being happy in the JDU, was after Nitish Kumar gave that statement that in 2025, Tejasvi will be leading the alliance. Now, Upendra Kushwaha has been projecting himself as a natural heir of Nitish Kumar. And that was one of the reasons he actually went back to the JDU Because after Nitish Kumar, he is arguably the tallest leader. And when you talk about that love-kush combination in Bihar politics, that is Koiris and Kurmis, now these two castes constitute about 8% of the population. Kushwaha, basically Koiris, they are about 6%. And that's a core vote bank of Nitish Kumar. Then he has been with Nitish Kumar for a long time, even though he kept leaving the party and basically joining hands with other parties. But they go back a long way. And so he thought he would be the successor once Nitish Kumar decides to hang up his boots. Now Nitish Kumar makes another deal with the RJD, declares Tejaswi as the successor, virtually declaring him as successor. That does not leave many options for Upendra Kushwaha. That's point number one. Second point is, Upendra Kushwaha is also a very smart politician. What he is saying, what he can see very, very clearly is that, this love-kush combination is kind of breaking. In the sense, when you had this bypoll in Mokama recently, although RJD won that seat, but Kushwahas are pretty substantial in numbers. And these parties, as per their internal assessment, actually those Kushwaha votes got split. Over half of them went to the BJP. Once they see that thing coming, Upendra Kushwaha also, it's an alarming sign. Because if Kushwahas are going to the BJP and you are aligned with Nitish Kumar, or you are part of the JDU, it doesn't work. Now Kushwaha is known to be anti-RJD. Now that Nitish Kumar is fully with the RJD, leaders are not very sure, like those, say, Kushwaha leaders, whether their vote bank will stay with them if they go ahead with the RJD in future. So they are exploring the options. Then you have the third aspect to it. The alliance you have, the Nitish Kumar-led alliance, it's like a jumbo alliance. You have RJD, you have JDU, you have Congress, you have left parties, you have Maji. Now when it comes to seat sharing, say in the next Lok Sabha elections in 2024, other parties, smaller parties may not get their pie, share in the pie. Because there are too many of them. BJP on the other hand, now BJP, if you talk to BJP leaders, they do not have a strong candidates on at least say 20 to 22 seats in Bihar. They are looking for candidates and they don't have allies. Even Chirag Paswan, we'll see, probably Chirag Paswan is going to join the BJP sooner or later. But right now, BJP does not really have any ally in Bihar. It does not have those leaders or candidates for those seats. So these smaller parties see their chances there. If they go with the BJP, Kushwaha, now in 2014, Kushwaha had gone with the BJP. He was given 3 seats, party was given 3 seats, RLSP, and RLSP won all the 3. In 2019, Kushwaha goes with the other side, doesn't win any seat. So he knows that when you go with the BJP, especially when you see the Kushwaha vote bank somehow shifting a bit towards the BJP, for him it's quite convenient to go with the BJP with whatever excuse he can get. I'm actually surprised about the fact that Nitish Kumar is allowing him to go away so easily.
I think a very recent statement he said when, journalist asked him, ki, Mr. Kushwaha has said this, and he's like, main kya bolu is pe, So he kind of...
he said that people who want to go can go. And I love Kushwaha's response actually. When your elder brother asks you to go, if younger brother leaves just like that, just because elder brother is asking, then all the ancestral property will go to the elder brother. So why should they go?
So, I'd like to take a question from one of our viewers here, Kartik Parashar. And this, as you said, Congress is a part of Nitish Kumar's alliance in Bihar, a part of his government. So, Parashar is asking, will Congress ever make him the face of the 2024 elections? And, my follow-up to that is, if the answer is no, is that one of the reasons why his party is not turning up for the Bharat Jodo Yatra?
Not really. As I said in the beginning, he is keeping his options open. He also knows Congress will not project him as the face. Because that's like saying that, okay, Rahul Gandhi won't be there. The Congress may not project Rahul Gandhi as the face, but he is very much around. Everybody knows he is going to be the face. Congress will be keeping its options open. Like if you have, say, something like a united front kind of a thing happening, where you may not be the face, but you do not rule yourself out just now. So Nitish Kumar knows that. But then more than that, see, it can also be the post-poll combination, depending on the results, who gets what. In that case, you need to be friendlier with other regional parties, other stakeholders. So if you have a united front front kind of a situation where Congress has to accept some other party leader as or somebody from some other party as the prime ministerial candidate, Nitish stands a better chance. At the same time, he cannot offend the Congress because you do not want that kind of adversarial relationship with the Congress if you are expecting the Congress to back you when that situation comes. Trying to play both ways. Let's see how things unfold.
On that point, another one of our viewers, Priyanka Upadhyay, is asking, by not joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra, is Nitish Kumar trying to position himself as a non-Congress, non-BJP prime ministerial candidate for 2024 to all the UPA and NDA allies? So as you were saying, he's keeping both options open, just like Deve Gowda and IK Gujarat.
I agree, but not as a prime ministerial candidate. That will be a bit premature. But he is just trying to keep everybody in good humor. Because he has had a long administrative experience. He has been the chief minister for so long. Then he is somebody who can become secular one day and the next day he can join hands with with parties which he would otherwise call communal. But generally he has maintained that secular image.
Wouldn't that play against him though?
Not really, because if you look at the so-called third front parties, and at one point or the other, they have been having dalliance with the BJP, right from Mamata Banerjee to Chandrababu Naidu to even KCR. KCR might not be an ally, but we saw how all through the first tenure of Narendra Modi, I mean KCR was virtually part of the NDA, though not technically. So all these parties have broken bread with the BJP at some point or the other. But then it will come to the Congress. How does the Congress look at you? For the Congress, Nitish Kumar is a better bet. Nitish Kumar is only 71. I think he is going to be 72 very shortly. Well, you can give him some short stint and then look for then bide for your time. And then Nitish Kumar is not a threat. You cannot offer it to Mamata Banerjee. You cannot offer it to Arvind Kejriwal, of course, it's ruled out when we are talking about the Congress. You cannot offer it to KCR, you cannot offer it to others. So Nitish Kumar suits the Congress, but then Nitish Kumar also knows that, and that's why he is pretty friendly with these people. And if you recall, from the very beginning, in fact, when Nitish Kumar was still with the BJP, Rahul Gandhi was a big fan of his. Say, I'm talking about 2009, 10, 11. Rahul Gandhi was known to basically appreciate his development work, his politics. So that soft corner was there. And you might not have heard Rahul Gandhi slamming Nitish Kumar, at least I don't recall. Nitish Kumar knows that. So there he is very much in the game. What he requires is when the situation comes when other stakeholders are around, then he'll need the Congress's support, Rahul's support, if Rahul himself is not going to be there. And then other stakeholders should also be open to the idea of Nitish Kumar as being the prime ministerial candidate, because others will be fighting among themselves. There are many things like there are these conflicting interests. So it's a very delicate game where.
So I just want to understand from you here, and maybe we are digressing a little bit from the topic, but since we are talking about this, what picture does this paint for the opposition? So if we are talking about, say, a non-BJP, non-Congress front, like our viewer has asked.
If I can tell you in 2-3 words, I would go back to the former diplomat Lallan Singh. It was a very controversial statement he had given. Headless chicken.
No, but is the third front even viable? What is this third front option?
Third front is not viable. In fact, as a pre-poll alliance, if you look at it, if you go back in history, say in 89, you had Janata Dal. With Janata Dal, there were many parties which had joined together to form the Janata Dal. But Janata Dal at least had a face in VP Singh. Janata Dal had an issue like that anti-corruption. VP Singh became the face. In this so-called third front in the making, out on the anvil, you don't really have any common programmatic interest. There is no face, no common program, nothing. So you don't know, and then again you have constituents which cannot contribute any substantial number of votes in any other state. Everybody is confined to his or her own state. So what's that common ground? And that's why this third front is, I don't know, people keep talking about third front. I am surprised even KCR is very actively working for this. Kejriwal is joining him. But I think this is all, mostly about posturing. Because as a group, if you have a pre-poll alliance, you don't really help each other, and each of you have certain personal vested interest in that alliance. So this alliance will not work. It's all about posturing right now, that we are not with NDA, BJP, we are not with Congress, but that suits these regional parties in their respective states also. It suits KCR to be equidistant from the BJP and the Congress in Telangana. It suits Kejriwal. It suits even Pinarayi Vijayan, although his party is in alliance with the Congress in Tripura, was there in West Bengal. But on the home turfs, it suits them to have that kind of, to give that kind of posturing. And so, same thing about Kumaraswamy in Karnataka.
So let me ask you this, like when we are talking about these third front faces, right, and you very correctly said that most of them are limited to their own region of influence. So if we are talking about the faces, the big faces who are chief ministers or who are, stalwart leaders. So we have Mamata Banerjee, we have KCR, we have Nitish Kumar, we have Mr. Sharad Pawar. So from these leaders, if there was someone who could be, and who let's put it this way, who would have the most chance of being accepted by everybody, where do you think Nitish Kumar stands in that equation?
Oh, that's where he is pretty well placed. Sharad Pawar would have been the number one choice, given his acceptability among all other parties and the kind of image he has across party lines. But he's too old now. I'm not saying Sharad Pawar has given up in all hopes. He doesn't have any such ambitions. But he's quite old for all that. We are talking about, 1.5 years later, what happens, we don't know. Whether Sharad Pawar would still be keen on, jumping into the fray. But he's very much there, of course. But given his age, if you look at all these individuals, their interests and their equations with the Congress, because look, whatever kind of non-BJP formation you have, if it's going to be an alliance, it's not possible without a Congress. So if you look at all these leaders, their equations with Rahul Gandhi or the Congress, there you have, after Sharad Pawar, I would say, Nitish Kumar has the best chance. Okay. And then probably Mamata Banerjee and others you can talk about.
So what sets Nitish Kumar apart from, say, Mamata or Arvind Kejriwal? And I'm specifically asking for these two people because in 2019, I was reporting out of Bengal then, and there was this huge buzz that, okay, Mamata Banerjee, Didi is going to come and become the next face. Arvind Kejriwal, of course, from his own actions, seems like he's never given any bhav to Rahul Gandhi, if we can put it that way. So what probably ranks Nitish Kumar over?
Kejriwal, Mamata, they are trying to grow at the Congress party's cost. You see what Mamata is doing in Meghalaya, what she's doing in Tripura. Kejriwal, you have seen what he did in Punjab, and he's planning to go to Karnataka now, where his aim is not to finish the BJP. What he's trying to do is to eat into the Congress's vote bank and emerge as a principal challenger to the BJP. The same goes with Mamata in the past few months. Nitish Kumar does not pose any such threat to the Congress.
So from the Congress perspective, he'll be more acceptable. So last question, DK, before we end, which is coming back to what our original question was. What is Nitish Kumar up to? So we have 2024 Lok Sabha next year, and the year after, you have the Bihar elections. So in these 2 years, how do you, from your experience of having seen Nitish Kumar over the last so many years, how do you see he's going to play this 2-year stint?
Nitish Kumar would like to hang on to his chair until 2025, until the next assembly election, and hope that something happens in 2024, because right now it's looking like a clear victory for the BJP, and as even the mood of the nation survey by India Today has shown that the BJP has a clear edge. But if there is some chance of a non-BJP alliance coming up, or non-BJP alliance or party, basically alliance we're talking about when you're talking about Nitish, so if it's non-NDA, Nitish Kumar would like to be seen somewhere there. But if that doesn't happen, Nitish Kumar would be looking at 2025, and then probably you get a Rajya Sabha seat and shift to the center, you have another 6 years to play your politics here.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for taking our audience questions, and we hope that you liked this episode of Polygraph. We do this show every week with a new political topic, so please do watch out for it and do keep sending in your questions. Thanks for watching.